Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys checking the video out today and spending a little bit of your time with me. Always appreciate that. And guys, today I'm going to talk about and show you and give you some tips and advice on fishing what I consider probably the most off the radar or under the radar, most underrated bass fishing lure of 2024. And it's going to be really good in the fall time of the year, so we're going to get into that in today's video. Also guys, real quick, I want to remind you about the sale that SolarBat has on my RB2 and RB3 series sunglasses in the month of September. You can get not only my glasses, but anything on the SolarBat website, pretty much anything, 20% off during the month of September. I'll put my SolarBat link in the description, and also put my Tackle Warehouse link in the description, because you guys can get these same glasses at Tackle Warehouse if you're on there shopping. So I'll put both of those links in the description. And try the High-Con Yellow, guys, the lens color, the High-Con Yellow. That's my favorite. It's sort of a low light lens deal. It works really good early in the morning, cloudy days, that type of thing. Okay guys, we've talked about this bait before, but the reason I wanted to do this video is because upcoming this fall, this is one of the best fall baits that I've used over the past 2 years. This is the Megabass Sleeper craw. We've talked about this before a little bit, but I want to get into a little bit more detail, dive a little bit more deep into why it's so productive this time of year, sort of talk about the lure in general. And also guys, I will link this in my Tackle Warehouse link. I'll put the Sleeper Craw link in my Tackle Warehouse description if you guys would like to pick up a few using that link. Now, first of all, if you're not familiar with the Sleeper Craw, it's a kill-weighted crawdad imitator. It's got a weight here on the bottom. And it makes it, you can work it basically like a jig. It stays right on the bottom. And the cool thing about this is when it's on the bottom, these pinchers are highly buoyant. So the pinchers stand up. So when it's on the bottom, the pinchers are like this, almost like a crawdad's, defending itself from the bass. So that's really cool about these high density pinchers. And also they're super durable. They don't break off or anything. It's really elastic. It's got a good sharp, it's about a 2-aught. Super sharp, super stiff hook in there, so you can flip and pitch it even on heavier line. And it's got the nice weed guard here with it, and it looks exactly like a crawdad. Comes in a lot of different colors. This is the black and blue one, but they got a bunch of watermelons and green pumpkins. So what I want to do, guys, is I want to talk about when this thing works good, under what conditions, and how to fish it, because there's several different ways. It's a pretty versatile bait. First of all, there's 2 times a year it really works good. One is during the pre-spawn, when the water temperatures, anywhere between the upper 40s to maybe around 60 degrees. And then the other window that works really good is like right now in the fall time, September, October, and November. Over the past 3 years that I've been using the Sleeper Craw, those are the 2 best times that I fished it. I haven't done that good in the winter on it. Haven't really done that good in the middle of summer on it or in the post-spawn, but that pre-spawn and fall period is a really good time to fish it. Now, there's several different ways that you can fish this. When you're talking about the Sleeper Craw, guys, think of it as a jig, as far as you can fish it in the same scenario, the same type of situations as a jig. My favorite way to fish it is flipping and pitching it. I'll put it on my flipping stick, like on 15, 17 pound test Seaguar Vizex line. I'll flip it around whatever shallow cover I got. Lay down trees, stumps, shallow grass, boat docks, anything, rocks on the bank, just methodically pitching it and flipping it, and just twitch it, just popping it off the bottom, maybe 6 inches off the bottom, letting it go back down, and fish it just like a jig or creature bait. Super easy to fish. The other way I fish it is popping it off the bottom in the same type of areas I'd fish deeper, like with a football jig. So I'll take the Sleeper Craw, I'll put it on like 12 pound test Seaguar Vizex, cast it out on drop-offs or on main lake points, and snap it hard off the bottom, let it pop hard off the bottom and fall back down. It's a really good bait for that. You can also drag it along the bottom, just like you drag a football head. And finally, one way that I've caught a lot of fish on it, that actually some of my subscribers clued me in on this, is swimming it like a swim jig. This thing looks really good, even though it doesn't have a curly tail. When you hold your rod tip high and reel it just under the surface and shake it like that, that crawdad just sort of undulates along the top like that. And if you've ever seen a crawdad that's trying to get away from the bass, guys, they can haul ass. It's like a crawdad can go boom, just like that, real fast. So that swim jig like that, or swimming it like a swim jig in sight, is really productive way to catch them. So if you fish in a swim jig or some type of a bladed jig around shallow grass or shallow wood, try swimming this thing just under the surface. Keep it in sight the whole time. Now, the color variations as far as the water clarities that work in, it's a wide range because, like I said, they make several different colors here. They make some, some nice watermelons and green pumpkins like that for the clear water. And then you've got the black and blue for the darker water, for more dirty water. So there's really not any water visibility that this thing won't work in. You can catch them in 6 inches of visibility or 20 foot of visibility. But I just wanted to clue you in on, guys, because we're coming up in the spring or in the fall time of the year. This is going to be a really good bait for you. Another good way to fish it is on bluff banks. Bluff banks are one of my favorite type of places to fish in the fall time of the year. And again, just put it on 12 or 15 pound line. Just pitch it and cast it up against those bluff walls and let it hit the bottom and work it down. But there's not another bait out there that looks more like a crawdad than the Megabass Sleeper craw here. So anyway, guys, we'll put the link in the description here. Pick you up a few. I think you guys will really like it. And we'll talk later. See you.